In the land of Mordor.
Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Damron. We are playing Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. This video is going to cover all the Dagger side missions so that we can get the last Shadow achievement, which is to fully upgrade a Karn, which is the dagger that we have. And these missions are more stealth-like. I'm going to, as we're kind of doing this first mission, which is a Mithril Blade, to stealth kill all the slavers in 3 minutes. During this mission, they're going to be marked which ones you have to kill with the yellow circle above their head. And one thing I want to mention going forward, some of these missions are a little bit more challenging than others. You may be coming here for a specific mission, so I will have all of the missions timestamped in the description and in the comment section. So if you're looking for a specific mission of the 10 that we have to do, check that section to find the titles of each mission down there. Now, these missions of the 3 kind of, weapon upgrade type missions, we have the bow, the dagger, and the sword. I find the dagger ones to be the most challenging because a lot of the times you are not able to be detected. So these are very stealth-like missions, and there are certain paths that you can take that are going to make these missions a lot easier. So for instance, in this first mission, there's going to be 2 people right in front of you as you start off on the path, and then I like to take up the people that are on that platform in the middle. I'm going to stay up top, go to the right, take out this archer, and then I'm going to go back and take down the guy that was on the lower ledge of this platform. I found that if I take this guy out before taking out that archer, sometime that archer over there will actually see you and spot you while you're in the animation of stealth killing that enemy. So I like to go ahead and go over there and take that archer out, and then we can make our way to the other side and we can kind of stealth strike this guy from above. And then at that point you've only got one more enemy to kill, so pick and choose. The mission will end before anyone even spots you, no matter who you pick to actually take out. So that's going to wrap it up for the Mithril Blade, and we are on our way. So there are 2 regions in this game. The first 5 of the dagger missions are going to take place in the first region, Udun, or Udun, however you want to say it. And the next mission that we're going to do is Display of Power. Now, I will mention, you don't necessarily have to do these missions in the order that I'm doing them. You could actually do them in any order. In fact, if you went all the way to the end of the game and, you got all the upgrades that you could possibly get, you could come back and do all of them in any order, and you would be a little bit more powerful. You may have more health, you may have more focus, whatever. So you can do these in any order, okay? So keep that in mind. Even if you go to the second area, you can still come back to the first area and do these. So don't think you have to do them all right off the bat. But I do recommend, just kind of doing it as you go. It's easier. So heading into the next mission that we're doing, you saw that I picked up that little rune down there. That's just from a captain I happened to kill earlier, right? That's not something you have to do. So in this one, you are tasked to brutalize the guard without setting off the alarm. He's going to be again marked by the yellow circle of who that particular person is that you have to brutalize. So the other bonus objective in this mission is to stealth kill 5 Uruks. So what I like to do is to just stealth kill. I like to kind of go up on the rooftops and stealth kill all the archers that are on the way. In fact, there's actually 5 of them that are going to be immediately on the way on the rooftops. That will give us a good vantage point to drop down and brutalize the guard that we have to kill. So you can see I'm gonna making my way up here. I'm gonna stealth guard this archer, and then when I go onto the top roof right here, there's another one, the 5th one. So just by stealth killing all of the archer Uruks on the way to the guard, we have gotten our bonus objective done. So this mission is introducing you to the brutalizing kill, which is pretty brutal, but you need to, as long as you can get in a way where he's red, you're going to have the option to brutalize Y on the Xbox Triangle. On the PlayStation, drop down there and massacre him, and the mission will end. And we are on our way. 2 of the 10 dagger missions are done. So the 3rd dagger mission we're going to do is Deathly Whisper, and as I mentioned earlier, you can do these in any order, okay? So just keep that in mind. This one is going to task us with killing 5 Uruks while they investigate your position. So basically this particular mission is introducing you to the attract or distract ability, and what you can do is whenever you are targeting an enemy, if you press Y, you'll kind of whistle and they'll kind of go to where you are, and you can execute them that way. What's good about this one is you could actually just go right behind a guy and press Y, like right trigger and Y, and immediately kill him. You don't even have to wait for them to come to you. So if you walked right up to him, and I don't know if I do it right here or not. I think I walk. Yeah, I don't. But once you highlight them, I think I'd end up just executing this guy. But if you were close to them, you can actually just press Y and immediately execute them, and you'll get the credit towards the attracting them and then killing them. Obviously, the bonus objective in this mission is to avoid detection. So you can see right here, one thing that I'll mention about this particular mission, and a lot of the missions going forward in the Dagger missions, is don't forget about your bow. You don't have to kill people with the dagger. So you can see what I did there was I attracted them with Y, and then I just whipped out my bow and I killed them because I wasn't necessarily close enough to assassinate them with the dagger, but yet I'm still getting credit for killing xxDAMRONxx while they investigate your position. You can attract people the same way from a ledge if you're hanging from the ledge. Again, just press right trigger while you're highlighting that enemy, Y or triangle on the PlayStation, and as soon as that you've done that, the game is registered that they are attracted to you. You can kill them however you like. So you see I'm up here, he's attracted to me, and I'm just going to shoot him with the bow. Now, in regards, as we're going forward to the bonus objectives, right, this one is to avoid detection. You know, I do try to do all the bonus objectives as we're doing these missions because you get a little bit more experience, makes things a little bit faster to level your guy all the way up. But you don't have to do the bonus objectives, okay? There's no relationship to the bonus objective and any achievement or any completion aspect of the game. All you do is you get a little bit extra, you know, experience for doing that. So I'm showing you, you know, the methods that I did to try and finish the bonus objectives, but you don't really necessarily have to, and if you're not worried about it, feel free to skip them. Moving on to the 4th Dagger mission, the Wraith. Again, we are still in Udun. In this mission, again, it's another, you know, stealth mission. We're going to be tasked with murdering a bunch of xxDAMRONxx without being detected, and if the bonus objective is done, you're going to kill 3 from a strike from above, which is just simply being above them and highlighting them with the right trigger and hitting them with the stealth kill, which is going to be X. Okay, so I do try to do that. It makes it a little bit longer. I mean, theoretically, you could walk around in this green area and you could stealth kill 5 xxDAMRONxx in here pretty quickly, and in this mission, you know, pretty fast if you would like to. If you want to do the kill xxDAMRONxx from the strike from above, it's going to take a little bit longer because there's not a lot of vantage points in this particular area that have xxDAMRONxx below you. All right, because a lot of the towers, you can see what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking for where can I go where there's an xxDAMRONxx, you know, below me. And if you look at the green circle and the amount of green, you know, red arrows, which are the enemies, there's not a lot of them. They're kind of spread out. So that's the kind of one of the annoying things about this particular mission. But what I did is I just kind of took my time and, you know, kind of pick your spots. Just kind of walk around. As long as you stay up top, you know, you're not really going to get spotted, right? And another thing I'll mention is that this game gives you pretty good leeway for stealth kills, right? So there was 2 guys there. One guy took off to the right. They don't really seem to respond well to the sound of you sticking your knife in an xxDAMRONxx skull. You know, if they're not looking at you, you can get away with the stealth kill and still be okay. So you can see I almost got detected right there. So, you know, this game gives you a pretty good amount of leeway in the sense of stealth, right? If anything, I think I've attracted this guy over here, and I think this might be actually how I get my 3rd stealth kill from above. Maybe not. But just take your time in this mission. This one's not too bad. If you know, like I said, if you don't want to do the bonus objective, just bang it out. If you want to do the bonus objective, it's going to be a little bit slower. But just take your time, wait till you have the opportunity to stealth kill from, you know, from above, and we'll be able to get done with this mission.
This Uruk's been killed!
All right, moving on to the 5th mission, Clear the Skies. This is the last mission in the first area of the game, so the last mission in Udun. And Clear the Skies is going to task us with killing the archers in this stronghold without setting off the alarm. So this one is not too bad, okay, if you want to just take them out. I'm going to mention one thing going forward, and that is I'm going to try to do the bonus objective, all right, which is killing the Uruks with ledge kills. And ledge kills are when you're hanging at the, ledge, then you want to kill them. A lot of the times you're going to have to use the attract ability that we used in the prior mission, which is just by pressing Y or triangle with your PlayStation to kind of attract them to your position, and then you're going to stealth kill them from the ledge, and that's going to be a ledge kill. So you have to do that 5 times if we want to get the bonus objective. So what I want to mention on this level is if you don't want to do the bonus objective, you can actually do this mission significantly faster just by running up onto these, upper levels and stealth killing all these archers, okay? Like right there, if I wasn't interested in trying to get this ledge kill, I could have just jumped up there and immediately ran over to that archer and stealth killed him. Again, this game gives you a ton of leeway in the sense of stealth. Even if you can actually run right at a person. As long as there's not a second person that can see you, you can still get the stealth kill option and execute them and remain in stealth, okay? But if you want to get the ledge kills, I do recommend going ahead and getting these first 3, all right? Right where you spawn, there's 3 of the archers. The rest of the archers are in the main stronghold itself. I recommend going ahead and getting those ledge kills in that first area before we head to the next section, because for 2 reasons. One, there's a lot more enemies in the stronghold itself, and we don't want to set off the alarm. And 2, the archers on the second level of the stronghold are much closer together in this area. So, I wait to take out a few of them before I even work on a ledge kill. So, for instance, there's a guy over there, right? It's going to be hard for me to make my way all the way over to where he is for a ledge kill without taking out some of the other enemies around here first. So that's what you're going to see me do. You're going to see me just go ahead and take out this guy, and then I'm going to probably bow kill another one and then try to get a ledge kill, because you got to kill 10 and you only need to ledge kill 5. So I'm going to ledge kill this guy, and then I've got 2 more in front of me. One of them's staring right at me, okay? And I can just kind of jump up and bow him in the face. What I will mention about bow kills is if you do choose to kill people in these kind of stealth missions with the bow, it's not going to count as a stealth kill. A stealth kill has to be done with the dagger. Now, there are some of the stealth missions that say, complete this without being detected. In those, you can use the bow, fine. But if it's going to give you an objective to specifically stealth kill, then the kills with the bow won't matter. But it's okay if you do kill somebody with the bow. The game will respawn plenty of enemies. All of these missions that say kill 10 or kill 5, X, Y, and Z, there's going to be way more than that, and the game will respawn them in. All right, so here I'm going to stealth kill this guy. So you can see what I meant by in this area, the enemies are much closer together. Okay, so this is a pretty good opportunity, but as long as I take out that guy that was looking in this direction, now I can go ahead and attract this guy, stealth kill him for the bonus objective. And now that the bonus objective is done, you can see this is going to go a lot faster. We can kind of run around and finish up this mission much more efficiently and faster. So we'll go ahead and finish off 3 more archers, and then we'll be moving on.
Clean out your ears! You're always hearing me! Maybe we just ran. You still wanna fight? I'll fight you! learn how to get categorically proud. Get behind him!
All right, moving on. Now we are into the second area of the game, into Nirn. So we're in the northwestern portion of the second area, and the first mission we're going to do in this, and our 6th dagger mission overall, is Shadow and Steel. This one is to stealth kill 5 defenders without raising the alarm, and the bonus objective is to kill 3 Uruks with strikes from above. Okay, the only thing to take note about this is the specific enemies you have to kill to finish the mission are going to be highlighted with, of course, the yellow circle above their head. So those are the ones that we have to kill without setting off the alarm. The other thing to note is for the bonus objectives, they do not have to be those defenders. You can stealth kill or just strike from above any Uruk. It doesn't have to be the defenders for the bonus objectives. So really any Uruk that you see that you have an opportunity to get a strike from above, subdue that opportunity and get that bonus objective off the board. Luckily, right in the beginning here, the first, defender that you have to take out most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, he'll be standing there by himself. And then the second guy that you're going to see here to my left that I just swing past is also down below by himself. The red arrows that you're seeing are actually up on the platform above me. So generally, you can go ahead and get 2 of your strikes from above on these guys without even worrying about being spotted. So once you take them out, what I like to do is kind of head to the back right. So if the area that I'm looking, the back right has significantly less enemies. All right. And keep in mind, these archers that are rolling around, if you are in a position where you're about to get spotted, feel free to shoot them with your bow. Okay. I'm just going to take my time here. But again, bow shots are not going to, cause a lot of ruckus and make you be spotted. So if you're in a situation where one of those archers kind of up above you is about to spot you, feel free to just whip out your bow, go into focus time, and take them out, and then you won't be spotted as long as they're by themselves. All right, so we're going to go up here. We'll go ahead and execute this archer here and keep moving on. So this particular mission, that's really all there is to it. You want to take your time, and once we take that archer out, we're going to have our 3rd defender right here below us. So if you take the path that I just showed you, you'll get your 3 strikes from above, and they'll all be defenders, and we can get moving on. Now, I get a little bit unlucky in this run because I stealth kill this guy, right? And there's another Uruk over here. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to take out my bow, and I'll just kind of get him off the board. And it turns out being a captain. And I was like, oh, crap. So luckily for me, it was a captain that wasn't invulnerable to range shots. So I was able to just kind of, bow him down before he kind of, brings anybody else into the fight, because captains obviously will kind of alert the area and bring a bunch of Uruks to help them, but I got unlucky that there was a captain right there. He's not always going to be there, right? There may be an Uruk there, but not necessarily a captain. But I did get lucky that he was vulnerable to range strikes. So anyway, side note, so we've taken him out, and now we are going to make our way around and kill the last 2 defenders without setting off the alarm. As I mentioned earlier, I said in a previous one, but if you're clicking on this particular mission and you're not watching the other ones, because I want people to be able to get to whatever mission they may be having trouble with, you cannot stealth kill with your bow. So if you shoot that guy, it's not going to count as a stealth kill. All right, you must stealth kill with the dagger. The missions that say, kill enemies without setting off the alarm or kill enemies without being spotted, you can actually use whatever weapon you want. But if the objective specifically says stealth kill, you do need to make your way around and actually perform the kill with a stealth dagger kill. So keep that in mind. We're going to finish these 2 off, and we're going to get moving on.
He came to the fishery from Udu, so he probably don't even know how to...
All right, we are moving on to our 7th mission, the Scouring of the Shadow. And in this mission, we are tasked with avoiding detection and eliminating Uruk torchbearers near each ghoul nest. And you're going to have 3 objectives that you have to go to. And when you get to those objectives, several enemies are going to spawn that you have to kill. Our bonus objective in this mission is to kill 5 Uruks that are attracted or distracted. And what I'm going to recommend to you is to turn this mission into a hybrid of a bow and dagger mission, okay? And you'll see what I mean going forward, because you have to avoid detection, as in you cannot be spotted. If a enemy spots you, the mission will immediately end. You can't run away and then start hiding again. If you are detected at all, this mission will immediately end. So what I like to do is go to this first nest and just start bowing people down. And what that's going to do is going to kind of clear the area. Because if you go down there and you start trying to attract everybody with the Y ability and execute everybody, it becomes very tedious and very time consuming. And then all of a sudden you get, say, to the 3rd nest and you get spotted by one guy and you have to start the whole mission over. And don't worry about the 5 attract or distract kills. We're gonna get that easily, okay? So I've taken out 2 guys with my bow and I'm gonna execute the other one with a stealth kill. Now I've got a little bit more room to breathe, all right, and go ahead and get one of my distraction kills. So I'm gonna go up here to this guy and I'm gonna press Y on him to attract him, and I'll execute him, and that'll be 1 of 5. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I actually could walk up to him, and if he didn't have another Uruk, if you look on the map, there's another Uruk facing right in the direction that that guy is. So I wouldn't have been able to walk up and stealth kill him. So I went ahead and attracted him around the corner, hid behind the fence, and then I'll attract him again and execute him. And that'll be 1 of the 5 that we got to do. This area here, I recommend doing first, and I recommend doing the way I did it. Don't necessarily worry about your 5 attractions. We're going to get those in the other areas where they're a little bit more easy. Okay, so once we finish off that, now we're going to make our way to the 2nd nest. Stay on the rooftops here. There's a lot of enemies in this stronghold, okay? A ton. And this mission can be a little bit frustrating because if you're not careful, all of a sudden you get spotted, boom, you got to restart the mission. So stay up high, stay on the rooftops, and stay on the path that I'm showing you. I'm going to show you the easiest route to get this done and the easiest route to finish this off. I like to go ahead and shoot that Caragor meat because it's going to take care of all those enemies over there, but more importantly, just keep them distracted. Not necessarily having enemies walk over into this circle where I need to eliminate people and I don't have to worry about, you know, extra Uruks causing me problems, okay? So now we're in the 2nd area. Again, we're gonna hybrid turn this into a bow mission. I've got a guy down below me, I've got a guy above me. So it's easier to just go ahead and take out the board a little bit, minimize the number of Uruks that are in the area before we start trying to worry about stealth kills. So you can see that guy across from me, he's not actually an enemy that I have to kill yet. He's a red arrow, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and take him out because I don't wanna get detected. All right, so now we've got more on the board. Now what we can do is we can jump down here a little bit more freely. And what I am going to tell you is a very easy way to get these distraction kills is if you go right behind somebody and you just press Y to attract them and immediately execute them. So there's 2 guys down here. They're not facing each other. I could have actually done 2 different attraction kills on both of them, but I didn't. I think I just execute one normally here. Yeah, so I just execute him. Now I could have attracted him because again, the attraction thing will not attract everybody in the area, only the person you're targeting. So right there, you see, I locked onto him, I pressed Y, and then immediately executed him, and I've gotten credit towards the bonus objective. All right, all you have to do is press Y when you're right behind him and then execute him. You don't have to be like hidden behind anywhere. So this is where this mission gets a little bit tedious, right? You see this guy that I have to kill is up there with like 3 other Uruks. Don't mess with that. Just hit him with the bow and get moving on. Okay, that's where this mission can get frustrating is if you try to kind of do all the tedious things and actually run around and dagger everybody, you're going to find this mission to actually be very challenging. So the way that I'm showing you how to do it makes it very easy and very completable, and even with the bonus objectives. So you can see going into the last area, I've only got 2 of the 5 towards the bonus kill. Okay, but that's okay, because this last area is the easiest place to do it, because there's a lot of archers up top. So I can go up here and get a couple of attraction kills. The attraction kills do not have to be on the Urx in the targeted area. It can be any Urk anywhere, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm making my way over to this last area, and I got myself another attraction kill. And then there's another archer that's on the roof right in front of me, and another one, a torchbearer, on that Caragor cage across from me. Now, if I were to jump down and try to execute that archer right there, the guy that's on that cage can spot you and end the mission for you. So what I recommend is to go ahead and bow the guy right here, and then immediately bow the guy that's on the Caragor cage. All right, so what that's going to do is it will spook the enemies in the area, but it's going to get the 2 guys that are most likely to spot you kind of out of the way, and you can do it while you're in focus, and you're safe. Okay, you're safe from detection. You may spook the guy that's down below the Caragor cage, but he's not going to know where you came from, and now those 2 enemies are off the board. All right, if the guy that's below the Caragor cage walks up and he is where the other one was, go ahead and bow him down too. Okay, that's what I recommend. I think I even bow this guy down too. If they go up there, just bow him down. The reason that I'm saying that is because it's hard. I shouldn't say it's hard, but it's tedious to get up onto that Caragor cage and not get spotted. Like, you run up there, and even if you try to stealth kill them, sometimes they'll spot you like right before you stealth kill them, and the mission will end. All right, so same for this guy. But these guys on these Caragor cage, just bow them down. Don't mess with it. You don't want to worry about failing this mission. We can get our attraction kills easily with the 2 guys that are up by the gate with their backs facing us, because we've cleared out everything behind us, right? So now I'm going to go make sure you don't kill the last marked guy or the mission will end. But I'll go up here to this guy that's to the left, and what you'll see, again, it gives you a lot of leeway. I'm just going to press Y, boom, execute. Okay, as long as you do it that way, it's going to give you credit towards that attract or distract kill. Same thing with the final guy. I'm going to press Y, boom, execute, and I've completed the mission, and I've done the bonus objective relatively easily. All right, moving on to our 8th mission, Fatal Secrets. We're kind of getting near the end, but these last 2 are a little bit tricky. So in Fatal Secrets, we have to follow the messenger, and we have to eliminate worms, aka people that he gives intel to, without being detected. And we also have the bonus objective to kill 2 Urks with lethal shadow strikes. So you're not going to be able to do this mission until you unlock the ability to perform lethal shadow strikes in your ability menu. And this mission's kind of slow because you have to kind of wait. But what you want to do is once the guy that you're supposed to be following gives information to, quote, the worms, you're going to see this green reticle above their head, and that's when you know that you can kill them. And you're going to shadow kill them by pressing left trigger like you're using your bow, and you're going to see options now to shadow strike and shadow strike kill. Be sure you choose shadow strike kill, and that's going to give us more credit towards our bonus objective to kill 2 Urks with lethal shadow strike. And the best thing to do, the best enemies to do that on, are the first 2 enemies that he gives information to, because the further you get into this mission, the more enemies that are going to be in each area, and you can't be detected. Similar to the last mission, if you get detected at all, if you get spotted, the mission will fail. You'll have to abandon it, and you'll have to restart. There is a timer as well. You can see the 7 minutes. Don't worry about that. There's plenty of time in this mission, but the mission won't progress until you get close enough to the messenger to identify him as a target. So they'll just be kind of standing around until you get close enough. So now that I've got close enough, even though clearly you can see, right? I mean, what were those 4 feet? But you can see who he's talking to and giving the information to. So now I know who has the information. In this area is a really easy place to do a shadow kill. If you wanted to, you could actually shadow kill these archers. but I prefer to just take them out with the bow, and then you can shadow kill the worm, and we're kind of moving on. You know, you want to get these sections done as quick as possible. Like I said, the timer is a lot of time. You know, it's not a tight window on this mission at all, but you definitely want to have pace, right? You don't want to take forever kind of making your way into this mission. So as we finish that area, you have to be careful dropping off this ledge. There are several Uruks that are on these ledges. You can see right below me. You can try to take them out if you want. What I recommend is kind of jumping off to the side and kind of swing a large circle around to the next area, because again, you can't be spotted, right? It's not about being able to be stealthy in that regard. You cannot be spotted at all. So don't risk it. Just kind of pull a wide circle, execute this guy with the shield, and then we can kind of climb up onto this, rock formation here and make our way over this way. So I'm kind of coming from the side. It makes it much easier, much safer way to not get spotted. If you want to, you can kill the guy that's on the top ledge here before you take out the last worm. I do recommend doing that just because he can turn around, and sometimes you'll be in the animation of performing the stealth kill on the worm, and if he walks to this window where that I'm at now, he can spot you. So I do recommend taking him out before you take out the worm. And then we're on to the last section, which is that group of enemies up there by the stone archway. And there's also going to be another guy on the ledge up above it. We're going to take him out. It'll put us close enough, and all of those enemies that are with the messenger will leave with him. Okay, so what you want to do is just take out this guy up here and then go down so you're close enough to see who he, quote, gives the information to. And once you see that, we're just going to wait a second, and all of these enemies that are surrounding this guy will then leave. And once they all leave, then we'll shadow kill him. And once you shadow kill the last worm, luckily the objective for not being detected goes away. And now we can actually fight this group of enemies, because we'll be tasked with killing the messenger. But all of those enemies that are walking with him would make that very challenging if it didn't allow us to be detected at all. But luckily, after we kill this last worm, like I said, the kind of portion of this mission that says don't be detected goes away. You can see that right now. So now our objective becomes to eliminate the messenger. Although it is the best way to do this is actually to try and stay stealthy. The guys that are walking away are going to be kind of walking in a straight line, and you can stealth kill them as they're walking away. As long as you stealth kill the furthest guy away, then you will be pretty safe, and you don't necessarily have to fight all these guys. So that's what I'm doing. I'm actually just stealth killing the furthest guy away, and I get as many as I can. If you're quick about it, you can kill most of them, if not all of them. If you're faster than me, you could probably kill all of them, but eventually they'll make their way to the edge of the cliff and they'll turn around. So at that point, if you haven't killed all of them, you'll have to fight a few of the enemies, but that's okay. We got 3 guys, 3 Uruks. Let's take them out and finish this mission. All right, moving on to the 9th Dagger mission, the Darkness Within. This is arguably the hardest side mission in the game, because you have to go into this stronghold and brand 7 archers without being detected, and it's in an area where you have to take a good path, because the archers can actually, they're within vision of each other, and if you kind of go in a wrong path, you'll get spotted while you're branding them by another archer. So you definitely want to take the path that I'm going to show you here. We're going to get into the area that we have to perform all these brandings by going to the right side of the stronghold. If you take the path that I take here, it's going to give you the least amount of enemies that you need to get by, and you can actually get back here pretty quickly. Now, do keep in mind you have to unlock the branding ability before this mission will become available to you. So you can see that these archers are kind of lining this walkway in a way where they're sort of facing each other. So if you start on the other side, the guy that I just branded, he's so kind of far into the into that little courtyard that he will see you if you brand enemies on the opposing wall. So you definitely want to start on the side that I'm starting on. We're going to brand those 2 guys, and then we're going to go up into this tower and brand this enemy. Okay, As long as you brand this side first, then this mission won't be too challenging for you. Also, similarly, you can see I'm waiting here. If you brand this guy in that doorway, it's not really a doorway, I guess, you know, an opening in the wall, the archers that are on the wall that we're going to be heading towards now can see you. So that's why this mission can be a little bit frustrating, is if you don't know the path to take, it can actually take you quite a while. There's nobody, once you take out the people that we already took out, you can safely brand this guy. All right, so just keep in mind, do them in the order that I just showed you, and you shouldn't have much of a problem. Now, these last three guys are also pretty easy. However, there's one Uruk that's kind of patrolling this area. You can see him right there. He just walks in a path. He walks all the way to the one archer, all the way to this archer, and just walks back and forth. So once you get a moment where he's walking away, just brand this guy on the bridge, and then we'll brand, you know, I actually brand this guy right here, but sometimes you have to be careful because you can see the guy that's across the way starting to see me. So you do need to be fast about that. So brand him, then jump over this wall, because likely that Uruk that was walking away is probably walking back at this point. Okay, so keep that in mind. As I mentioned, if he spots you, the mission's over. All right, so you do have to remain in stealth while you're setting the ambush. So once we brand the 7th archer, we'll kind of enter into the second part of this mission. And there's a very easy way to do this. You're going to have these guys coming here, okay, that have to attack you, or you have to kill them. But you can be spotted now. So I just kind of attract them all. And what you're going to see is that they run into the courtyard regardless of when you start to attack them. Press up on your D-pad to activate all those archers that you just took over. But if you want to speed this up, these guys tend to just run right to that bonfire. Okay, and I just executed one of my branded archers. But they tend to run right next to this bonfire and just stand there as your archers are massacring them. So whip out your bow and shoot that bonfire, and let's get this mission over with. All right, we are on the final Dagger mission in the game, a knife in the dark. We have made it to the final one to get the last shadow achievement, and this is probably one of the easiest ones to do. We need to kill all the Uruks without being detected, and we also need to stealth brand 3 defenders. I recommend, again, turn this into a bow mission, and you can actually do this mission very easily, okay? If you aren't worried about the bonus objective, then you can make it even easier by not even worrying about branding enemies. But if you want to brand enemies, they do have to be defenders, which are the ones with the shield. Okay, so if you brand these archers, it doesn't actually give you credit towards the bonus objective. I'm just doing it because it's actually a quick way to just take them off the board. It considers them as killing them, even though you're not killing them. But see, now that I'm up here and I've got these archers that are branded, so I don't have to worry about them attacking me, you can see the bow shots don't attract people. I've got a shielded Uruk below me and a shielded Uruk across the way, and I've just kind of stealthed everybody else either with the bow or just by killing them. So now I can make my way down here. There's only one other Uruk, that guy that was right in front of me. He's like an archer that's on the ground. But I've kind of cleared out the area. There's only 4 or so defenders in this area, I think. So you do have to be careful. If you kill, 2 of them, then you wouldn't necessarily have enough of them to get the bonus objective done. So do be careful with that. I think there's 4, and 2 of them are right beside each other. So you're going to have to probably kill one. This is what I mentioned earlier. The game does give you a lot of leeway for stealth kills, right? If a guy spots you, you can run up to him pretty quickly before he's, quote, alerted. So we're going to go ahead and stealth brand him. We've got 2 of our 3 stealth brand defenders. And now all we've got are these last guys in this bottom area. So you can see this is the area where I was telling you about. 2 of the defenders are right beside each other. So an easy way to do this without being detected is to just walk really close and bow shot one of them and then immediately brand the other, or stealth kill one and immediately brand the other, whichever you want to do. But the best way, headshot one and then stealth brand the other. So boom, I actually pull the trigger here, boom, and then walk up and stealth brand the other guy. And that's going to wrap it up for all of the dagger missions. So now we have fully upgraded our dagger, and we have the legendary Akan dagger, and hopefully you've gotten the last shadow achievement as well, or trophy if you're on PlayStation. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and now the legendary Akan is ours. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Damron out.